Hi, I'm Maggie Edwards with Zeller News. Today, I'm joined by one of our country's greatest poets, Miss Joy Harjo of the Muskogee Nation. So, Joy, why don't you tell us how you got here, being the 23rd Poet Laureate of the United States? Well, I started out as just a girl from Tulsa. I had decided to pursue an education. So I left my family and home to attend high school at the Institute of American Indian Arts. How did that affect you, moving away from your loved ones? It was difficult, but knowing that I was pursuing something great helped me to ground myself and to know that even if I was miles away from my family, they were always in my heart. What all did you teach? Well, I taught English, creative writing, and Native American studies. Oh, that must have been fulfilling. Indeed it was. Of course, I later stopped teaching so that I could travel with my band, the Aerodynamics Band, where I sang and played the saxophone and flute. We played at many places, and the long traveling distances allowed me to work on my many books and plays. Many of your books are award winners. I've had the pleasure of reading a few, and I must say they're very deserving. Oh, thank you so much. I work very hard on my writing, so it's always so rewarding to have people tell me how much they enjoy it. Of course, I can only imagine how much work and dedication goes into producing such artistry, enough so that you've earned a spot in the National Women's Hall of Fame. Yes, indeed, and don't forget the Native American Hall of Fame, too. Of course not, how could I forget? And, not to mention, your spot as a founding member and chair of the Native Arts and Cultures Foundation. Yes, when I was young, I imagined a group that was dedicated to people like me. So when the opportunity arose for me to be a founding member of such a group, you can bet I gripped on tight. Yes, I imagine that must have been so exciting. Well, I'm afraid we're almost out of time. Why don't you tell our viewers where they can find you? Yes, my website is www.joyharjo.com, and my Instagram is joyharjo4real, and you can find me on Facebook and on Spotify under my name, Joy Harjo. Hi, I'm Joy Harjo, and this is my poem, Remember. Remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the star stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving way to night. Remember your birth and how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father. He is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life, who all have their tribes, their families, their histories too. Talk to them. Listen to them. They are alive poems. Remember the wind. Remember her voice. She knows the origin of this universe. Remember you are all people, and all people are you. Remember you are this universe, and this universe.
And now we will
is
hear
you.
a poem reading by
Remember,
Joy Harjo.
all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember language comes from this. Remember the dance language is, that life is. Remember.